Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about using the subjunctive with the unknown. Verbs like buscar, querer, or necesitar plus que are used with the subjunctive when they introduce something that is not known for certain. So, for example, if you said, I want a laptop that doesn't cost too much, the verb cost would be in the subjunctive because you don't know if you'll find a computer that doesn't cost much. You might not. And that element of might is reflected in the subjunctive verb form in Spanish. So let's take a look at some examples. Quiero una computadora portátil que no cueste mucho. Is there a laptop that doesn't cost much? I hope so, but I don't know. That's why I'm asking. So we use the subjunctive. And again, you'll notice the same pattern. The very first verb is just going to be regular indicative, and then you've got your subjunctive triggering que, and then that's followed by a subjunctive verb. Busco a alguien que me ayude. I'm looking for someone who might help me. Is there someone around who could help me? I hope so, but I don't know. That's why I'm asking. And so we've got the first verb in the indicative, subjunctive triggering que. Second verb is subjunctive. Necesito un lápiz que marque oscuro. I need a pencil that marks dark. Is there a pencil that marks dark? I hope so, but I don't know. That's why I'm asking. So the first verb is indicative, subjunctive triggering que. The second verb is subjunctive. So you also need to use the subjunctive with expressions that ask about something that may not exist. So when you see the following questions, and especially noting the subjunctive triggering que, remember to use the subjunctive with the next verb. So hay que, conoces que, tienes que. So is there something that? Do you know something that? Or do you have something that? So here's what that looks like. ¿Tienes un teléfono que toque música? Do you have a phone that plays music? I hope so, but I don't know. That's why I'm asking. So you've got the first verb in the indicative, subjunctive triggering que, and then the second verb is in the subjunctive, right? So IK means is there, or do you know, or do you have? And those kinds of expressions, like you're not sure if it exists or not, the second verb gets the subjunctive. So, ¿conoces a alguien que tenga el pelo rojo? Do you know someone that has red hair? I hope so, but I don't know. That's why I'm asking. First verb indicative, subjunctive triggering que, and then the second verb in subjunctive. ¿Hay una casa que sea de dos pisos? Is there a house that might have two stories? I hope so, but I don't know. That's why I'm asking. So we've got this first verb in the indicative, the subjunctive triggering que, and then the second verb is in the subjunctive. The subjunctive is used in a similar way when these expressions are used with no to say that something may not exist or definitely does not exist. So again, this is kind of the opposite of what you're used to with the subjunctive. Usually the subjunctive is used for things of an unknown or uncertain, generally hoped for situation. But Spanish wouldn't be Spanish if it didn't have some contradictory things in it to keep it exciting. And this is one of those times. When you are absolutely certain that it doesn't exist, then you use subjunctive. It's weird, but that's how it is. So here are a couple of examples of that. No hay something que, no conozco que, no tengo que. So there isn't that, I don't know that, or I don't have that. So no conozco a nadie que publique poesía. I don't know anyone who publishes poetry, because you've got this no, like I don't, there it doesn't exist anyone, and I'm certain there doesn't exist. This is just a weird exception with subjunctive. It gets the subjunctive with the second verb. So no hay una casa que tenga 5 pisos, or there is no house that has 5 floors, or no tengo un plato que sea de oro. There isn't a plate of gold. Lest you be confused, do remember that if you are talking about something that definitely does exist, you use the indicative. Hay un sitio web que tiene la información. There is a website that has the information. So a conversation could look something like this. Andrés, ¿hay una computadora que no cueste mucho? Cueste being the subjunctive, because you don't know if there is, you just hope there is. And Julieta says, sí, hay una computadora que no cuesta mucho. She says, yes, there is a computer that doesn't cost much. Busco a un libro que tenga verde en la portada. Hay uno por aquí. So I'm looking for a book that has green on the cover. Busco, and subjunctive triggering K means this is subjunctive. No hay un libro que sea de esa descripción aquí. So this is an example of where you're saying no hay, then that means that right after the K is subjunctive. Pero sí hay libros que tienen portadas rojas. So there definitely I definitely know that there doesn't exist a green cover, so it's subjunctive. I definitely know that there does exist one with a red cover, and so this is indicative. ¿Conoces a alguien que me lo pueda encontrar? So conoces que, and that triggers the subjunctive, pueda. Do you know someone that could help me find it? Sí, conozco a una persona que se lo puede encontrar. I know a person who can help you find it, who can find it for you. And that, because I definitely know that person exists, it's the indicative. Se llama Juan Estilo. Él tiene un número que yo pueda llamar. Does he have a number that I might call? Sí, llámelo ahora. Yes, call him now. So those are some examples of the ways that the subjunctive might be used kind of in a conversation or a certain context that we've kind of looked at in this video. And that is the subjunctive with the unknown.